Yo, what up you guys, MxgicIQ here, back at you guys again with another Porsche Cayman GTS build. This time it's for S-Class, and I must say, this thing surprised me a lot. I was running it on a track called The Hustle, and I believe the world record's around a 43, and I was able to put down a 47 with some minor to slightly major mistakes. I hit the wall on the last corner on the downhill, coming off the off-ramp on the highway, and I think that could have shaved me off another second or so, or maybe half a second, but I see 45s, 46s in this car for sure. Any track that's kind of momentum to top speed based, this thing, if you get a 3-bar off of a long widespread corner, you can hit up to 221 miles per hour. The 210 is the top speed with a redline tech of about 214, 215. So this thing hits it really well. It actually will even hit 210 on the bottom of getting high tonight and about 214 to 215 on the back end towards the end of the race. You could probably break into the 140s on getting high tonight with this car. It is a little bit more difficult to drive, kind of in the realm of the S2000 for A+, so if you're drifting it, just know that it will lock up on you, it will understeer, but just know that this thing is an absolute beast if you can learn to tame the handling on this car. But without further ado, let's get into it, man. So first things first, we're using the exact same motor for the A+ build, which is the 3.8 liter V6. This car is really weird with the parts. Any minor adjustment in the parts messes with the overall astronomical amount. You can lose 10 horsepower and drop 30 PI, or gain 1 horsepower and raise it like another 15 to 20 PI. It makes no sense, honestly, when you're upgrading this car. So make sure you copy these parts exactly, or I'm going to get a buttload of comments talking about, my car is actually an S+, my car is actually an A+. It's just because you're not actually looking at exactly what I'm putting on this vehicle. And we do have an A+ build for this car too, as it's amazing down there as well. So you guys should check that out if you guys have the time. But first things first, we do have a sport induction on this car with a super ECU, an elite fuel system, super exhaust, elite roots supercharger on this one, just because it's a little bit more top speed based. You can throw the screw in there, but you're almost constantly at higher RPM, so you at least want to use the roots, maybe even dual turbochargers if you guys feel like it. The bottle is a super nitrous bottle. I also have elite road suspension on this thing with pro brakes and pro drift tires. I've used super drift tires and gotten rid of the bottle, as well as elite drift tires and gotten rid of the bottle, but I prefer this setup, at least for the top speed tracks, which is mainly where I use this car. On rapid transit, I could definitely see low 30s in this car as well. And you really don't need that much more grip than these provide you. You're able to Tron turn with them. You're able to grip kind of NOS drift turn with them. So they're very much so efficient enough to get the job done. We have a sport clutch on this car with an 8-speed gearbox. We also have an elite differential with nitrous grip and drift auxiliaries. For you automatic guys though, I probably would suggest popping a pro bottle into this thing and putting on, just take the nitrous off all in as much as you can and fit as big of a clutch as you can. I think the pro clutch is as much as you can get on there, and it probably would help out a lot with how much this thing does need to shift, because this thing's a struggle to drive if you're an automatic driver and you don't have the clutch upgraded at least once. So I probably would recommend you guys do that. The auxiliaries are obviously nitrous drift and grip as always. The handling is 40% drift, and the downforce is right in the middle. Steering sensitivity, definitely turn this up or your car will lock up even more than mine did testing this thing out. So the higher the steering sensitivity, the better, but I just don't like my cars too twitchy. This is kind of my sweet spot, about 2 clicks over to the right. You guys go ahead, try it out, and let me know what you guys think. Traction control is off. Gas or brake tap for drift entry, because if it does lock up, you can tap the gas and kind of get it out of it and burst out of it. Just know it will get a little sketchy and a little squirrely, so be prepared for that. This thing's really weird in the fact that the 8-speed brings the PI down. If you can fit a 5-speed into it and lose top speed, this car will be better for those short tracks because it will have a better power band. The 8-speed makes it so that you really only have power for the higher part of the RPMs, and you really stay at the higher part of the RPMs the entire time. So I hope you guys enjoy this car though. It's actually really fun to use. It's a very unique build and it's very good. I mean, it's about 3 or 4 seconds off a world record, which is pretty good. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's been MxgicIQ. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's aim for 50 likes on this video. If you guys could also check out that montage I put out on Car X Drift Racing, I would really appreciate it. Just go leave a like. If you guys, don't really like that game, I understand, but I put a lot of work into that montage and I really enjoyed making it as well. And I'll probably make some more here in the future just because I actually enjoy making montages. I think it's a whole lot of fun and it is a little bit more creative than just putting these build videos together. But I do like making content like this as well and look forward to doing this on other games possibly coming out soon here in the future. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been MxgicIQ. Love you guys, and I'm out. Later.
That's okay. Some love, me in that bed.